of Duty nights, and we'll have to regroup next week. Technically tomorrow. The meeting's tomorrow, correct?
Yeah, our meeting's tomorrow. Yeah, we're live, by the way. Yeah, I mean, what was I gonna say? Yeah, I have you're talking about the latest, what's it called, update
map and everything.
Yeah, it's downloaded and everything.
Or we can just run that tonight then.
It's on.
I don't think Parsec's gonna work on my computer tonight, unfortunately.
No, and we don't have to run. Yeah, I mean, we can run some other shit too. Well, I guess I probably not because I don't have what you call it. Well, I don't have my PlayStation hooked up in here. It's in the living room right now, so I have to bring that in here. But we're here. Let me know when you turn your turn your camera on, whatever.
Yeah, I didn't realize that shit was on.
No, you're good. 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 You're good.
Okay, it's crooked. Are you crooked?
Boys and girls. Just talk to the.
Good.
Damn, your lighting looks really good.
I don't know why.
Maybe did you wipe the camera?
No. Not
You
at
don't
all.
wipe the camera? No. No. Okay.
No, sir.
All right. All right. Hey, shout out to the 4 new followers that we got. We're now sitting at a solid 409. Four new regulars. Bro, you look like you got some sun in you.
Got a lot of sun over that week.
Yeah,
Mike.
you look like you got a lot of sun on you, man. You look good.
Too much.
You look
Too
dark.
much.
You look dark. I feel like I look like a fucking.
I am a Negro now.
Here, I gotta fix. I gotta fix
from
myself
Africa now, dude.
Oh my gosh.
I'm dark as shit now. Yeah. Every day we were in that 95-degree heat, dude.
95, Jesus. That's hot.
The heat index was like 101 on average every day.
Oh, I'm about to go to Florida too. I don't have time for it to be like that.
Oh yeah, you're going in July. Oh yeah, you're about to have a hellish time, buddy.
We're going next week. Next week is the big week.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I did. So I can tell you this because we just got it. We just got it today. So I will be doing the full Star Wars experience while I'm there, man. Be doing the full thing. We got we were able to get reservations. I feel kind of bad because I feel like what happened was that somebody tried to cancel their shit, and then they tried to cancel it and then like flip some stuff around or whatever. And it just so happened that I happened to be checking my account or checking the reservations when it was available, right? And so I went ahead and just booked it. And I was like, fuck it, let me just go ahead and book this, you know. So I went ahead and booked it, and
hey, you know, that's between them and God, for us.
That's very true. That's very true. Rhymers.
All right. What am I doing now? I'm really pissed off.
You're probably opening up Twitch.
Yeah, yeah. I am actually. No, but I'm really mad because I accidentally. There it is. Really pissed.
You really pissed off?
Duolingo. I was doing
Duolingo.
So I was trying to learn Spanish and everything like that. Just because now I want to learn another language and everything.
Okay.
But I was using Duolingo's their free trial.
Yeah.
When the free trial ends, it fooled me because it was like $8 a month or like $7 a month or some shit like that.
Okay, easy money. We got that.
No, they charged me for a year.
Oh!
And that was $80. 80 ducats. 80 ducats that I was not prepared for.
Ron said, "Yeah, it was popping."
What it do? And I have not gotten my bonus yet from my job. But I thought
you sound like me. Oh, you sound like me.
Yeah, please shut up. Everyone else is allowed to live here.
You sound like me.
Yeah, but I'm supposed to be getting on this next paycheck, but that's not till the 8th.
Hey,
and your boy is scrounging around for change right now. It's really bad. I don't have any savings.
Out here. It's looking rough
out here. I used a lot of money while I was in
here.
Florida, dude. I shit you not. I spent so much money in Florida, Mike. I spent like a lot? At least $1,000. At least $1,000.
Damn, bro. Damn, bro. Yeah, that is a lot. That is a fucking lot. Ron said I'm on a 95-day streak in Duolingo. Fucking damn.
Listen, I was on a 7-day streak and then I stopped.
I was gonna say I had about a month and that was about it.
Yeah.
I had about a solid month and that was about it. The longest thing I've ever done.
I really need to pick it back up. Because my fuel for doing it, Mike, is it's I feel like it's
here
bad.
we go.
The fuel for me
No, here we go.
Just,
we know where we're going with this.
I wanted to meet somebody, with, nice little Hispanic mommy somewhere, And if I can speak in Spanish, dude, I feel a lot more confident going to like, fucking Spain or fucking Brazil somewhere. I got to figure this out.
I want to meet me a nice little Spanish mommy.
In order for me to do that, I feel like I need to learn how to speak Spanish, so I can talk to them in their language, Even though my accent is fucking terrible, god awful. I was taking it real serious though for like a little bit. I had a book and everything. I was like a week strong and everything like that.
Oh shit! No, you was really doing it there for a second.
I was really doing it, and I learned a lot of words. Now the words that I did learn, I know them. I know them now.
Give me 5 words right now that you know in Spanish that aren't foods.
Well, actually, all right. So it was Portuguese.
It was Portuguese. Okay.
Yeah. It was. Omen is the man.
No, say it again. No, say it again.
Dude, don't do it. See this? I'm not doing this with you. We're done. We're already done. Michael ruined it for the rest of you guys. I have a really bad accent.
No, go on. Do it one more time. Come on. Don't be like that. Don't be like that.
You ruined it.
Come on. Give it to the people. It's what the people want.
Nah.
My inability to not laugh is
absolutely Ron. I am
failed me again. Actually, Mitchell, we need to play. We're gonna play some Fortnite. Let's play Fortnite instead.
I don't know if I have that updated, man.
God damn it, Mitchell.
For that.
Damn it, Mitchell. I bought Itachi for a fucking reason.
I'm really mad, Mike, because I paused it. You know what? No, we can do. No,
what can we do? What can we do? What can we do, Mitch?
We have at least an hour and a half. We're gonna be talking. I'll put my PS4 in rest mode, and then when it's done, we should be fine.
Oh, motherfucking Jesus Christ! I'm about to hiccup and throw up. The show ain't started until I hear until that point.
We're not hearing the Portuguese, Vagos. All right.
Come on, bro. Come on. I won't laugh. I'm not gonna laugh, bro. I'm not gonna laugh, bro. I'm not gonna laugh.
I don't want to say it anymore.
I promise. Just give me 3 words. Give me 3 words that you know in Portuguese. Come on.
Hold up. Wait.
Okay.
Masa is apple.
Okay. Masa is apple.
Casa is house. That's a pretty easy one too. I'm trying to think of something that was like, cause I know like really basic words now, like Menino is boy, Menina is girl.
Okay, that was easy.
Something advanced, exactly.
They know that in kindergarten.
Fuck you. I don't think it's something.
They come out the womb knowing that one.
Pao is bread.
What is it?
P-A-O. Pao. That's bread.
Pao.
Yeah.
Like pow pow.
Yeah.
Like you gonna if you're bad, you get a pow pow. Like one of those things.
Ukomo Pao is like I eat bread. I'm pretty sure.
Mosquito counts. Wait. Mosquito counts. Mosquito counts. You're asking if mosquito counts. You're asking if mosquito counts. Is mosquito Portuguese?
I don't fucking know, dude.
Is mosquito Portuguese?
I didn't get that deep, dude. I did the first set of stuff.
Denver, Colorado keeps calling me, by the way. I don't know why Denver, Colorado's calling me. Dude ran duos and I ran duos, got second place to Sasuke and Itachi. Wasn't even mad. I wouldn't be pissed off either. I was like, yo, they're brothers. They click. They know each other. Mitch, finish telling me more about your vacation, bro. How was
it was nice though. Like I said, I was
like hanging out with your friend and
the entire time, but it was really nice seeing that again. Yeah, it was fucking because we went the first day we went there. We ended up buying because in Florida they have like everywhere but Virginia. You can buy alcohol. At, like,
everywhere that's not a dry state is what we're called. Yeah. Here in the good old V of A, we're called the dry state. We are a dry, or actually a dry county.
Because we're a dry state, we have like the ABC stores and everything much more expensive.
Yeah.
There, a full ass bottle of Jack. Here a full ass bottle of Jack's like $60.
Yeah.
There it was 30. So I'm talking like full handle too.
Yeah.
So I spent a smooth $150 buying a bunch of alcohol. Well, I didn't spend the $150 by myself. We as a unit spent a $150.
That's a lot of alcohol. That is a lot. How many of y'all were there?
It was only 4 of us. It was a ton of alcohol.
For 4 people, that's a lot of alcohol.
We didn't finish all the alcohol.
Yeah. I'm glad you didn't. You'd be dead. You wouldn't be here with us if you guys did.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, I don't know. I really know how I made it. I know I was drunk in the back of the car every night.
there you go. It sounds like you did Florida, right?
I was going out. I was still like buying drinks like crazy too.
There you go.
No, really, just for the most part.
Did you buy any PYTs? Some drinks?
No.
You didn't buy any PYTs? No drinks?
I don't think. I didn't talk to anybody while I was out there. No. Negatory cap. Well, we only went out once to where I could even have a chance to do that. But even then, I was already pretty hammered, so I wasn't really approaching. I was hammered, and it was also Matt and Sam's wedding anniversary. Okay. My boy Nate's birthday. So like that's what we were celebrating. So I wasn't out there trying to talk to nobody out there. I was trying to hang out with friends and everything. But I had to tell them about myself. What's up? First off, just because I was in fucking Pensacola, Florida. Okay, ain't no Spanish bitches out. All right, let's not say bitches. Sorry, ain't no Spanish women out there.
There should be a lot of Spanish. I didn't imagine there's a lot of Spanish mommies.
It was Florida, It was Florida and Alabama. It was the border of that where we went. We put a place called Floribama, Mike.
Floribama.
They make white people. All right, that's only white people out there.
That's where they make American white people. That's what they make the American white people. I'm trying to think back on that night right now. I mean, the other place we went to, the other like bar where we went out and like actually was around people where there was a dance floor, is a place called Greg's Saloon or some shit like that. Oh, bro, okay? You were in the boonies. You were in the boonies.
Okay, so it was straight up white people.
Oh man, fun times.
I have determined that I do have a staring problem when I am drunk. Though, if I see someone I think is very attractive, I stare, and I'm like, that's not healthy. That's
not healthy at all. You shouldn't do that. You should fix that. Let's get that fixed. Let's get that corrected.
I have gotten it fixed. I'd fix it this week.
All right, cool. Let's get that. Let's continue to work on that. Let's continue to work on that. You know what I mean?
For sure. Absolutely.
Everyone, before Mitchell continues, please bear with us today. I know we normally have, we're us, we're like slewed with technical difficulties. Today, we might have some more. We switched over internet providers today against our will. Again, we're back with Skywire. According to this application that they use, according to the application they use, we're supposed to be getting like gigabit speeds, bro. But when I do the speed test on Google was barely pushing an upload of like a couple hundred megabits, if that. So
that's what Matt had in Florida, actually.
That's horrible, dude.
Legitimately what Matt had.
Legend! What's good, big dog?
I was like, you don't have 100 megs for each one of you? Is it like 300 megs altogether or something like that? Matt was like, no, it's 100 megs for the entire household.
That's crazy.
Like, you guys don't do anything here.
Yeah, this is like 100 up. What is that? Yeah, 100 up. But the down was crazy, right? The down was like 500-600 gigs. So that's about normal what I was expecting from my downs or whatever. Gotcha. But with the ups were like, I was lucky if I was pushing 140. And the dude was like, yeah, this is weird. You should be, let's try this. He's like, oh, are you using the Google thing? Or are you using something else that's not this website? And I was like, yeah, I am. And he's like, oh, try this thing real quick and see if this works. And magically enough, everything was hitting like 100 or 900 and 900, like speeds, Mitchell speeds. I didn't even think were possible. This thing was hitting. Right, and I was like, "There's no way."
He hacked your system.
There's no way. There's no fucking way. I'm
looking at myself now in this camera. I am brown.
I'm telling you, in comparison, bro, you are dark. You got some sun. You look good.
I don't look like now. I know. I kind of remember what I looked like Tuesday before last. Yeah. And hey, I am brown.
Yeah, man, you look good, man.
I mean, we went to the beach like at least 3 days.
Yeah, you got a nice little tan going, bro.
Days while we were there. All right, so we also went to this place called Crabs.
Yeah.
That had a really good they had a shrimp and crab Alfredo, and I added chicken to it. It was probably the best Alfredo I've had in a while.
That sounds really good.
Chicken, pretty good. Yeah, it was
chicken crab and shrimp
Alfredo, and it was like
that's like all the Alfredos combined.
I have learned that char-grilled shrimp is my favorite shrimp. I've learned that about myself.
Oh yeah, char-grilled shrimp is the best kind of shrimp.
I fucking love char-grilled shrimp. And then the last day to make it a lot. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'll let you finish because you tell us how you're thinking.
The last day we ended up doing this thing called we fucking made it up on spot. We called it the Pensacola pizza. Pensacola Pizza Gauntlet is what we called it.
Okay.
We went to like every place that Matt and Sam they really liked pizza wise. We went to all those places because there's a ton of places to get pizza there. Yeah. So all the places that they remembered that they liked before we came. It was like 4 places, and we went to each one. We ordered a beer, and then we ordered 1 slice of pizza when we went there. And we tried each place. Needless to say, before we left, I decided that.
Did you rank the places?
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
Matt decided though that what he wanted to do before we left was take 2 shots apiece. And I was like, don't be a pussy. How about we do 3? Bad choice. We get to the first place, and I would say probably
that's my little brother, guys. That's my little brother.
Probably we're shot 2 is probably hit by this point. We get it was really good pizza. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But we're also still drinking beer when we get to the place. We leave, go back home because we forgot something. I talked Matt into doing one more shot, but he declines it. Or I almost talked Matt into doing one more shot, and he was like, "Nah, I actually don't want to." And I was like, that's cool too. Nah, because if we did, we wouldn't have even made it to stop 2 or 3. So we got to stop 2, drank some more there. I had 2 Jack and Cokes while there. I drank in a egregious amount of Jack and Coke this weekend.
That's good. I'm proud of you.
Got to place 3, or place 2 was really good, and we went to place 3 afterwards. Drank a little bit more there. And then we made it to place 4. Didn't eat the pizza. That's how fucked up we were.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you at least have the pizza at home?
We did. I didn't even eat it the next day though. I was too fucked up.
So your rankings have an asterisk next to it.
It's not. We don't. I said we ranked them, but it's not a good ranking.
It's not a good ranking. Asterisk next to the ranking, guys.
Not at all.
It's gotta go back. Gotta go back and do it again. Unofficial.
To be honest, I'm thinking about it. I'm trying to think back right now, and I only remember pizza 1.
You know what? I feel like we should take this, and in the spirit of this vacation, what we should do is now, anytime we eat pizza from anywhere, we should open up the rankings of the Pensacola Pizza Gauntlet and rank the pizzas against the
Pensacola Pizza Gauntlet. That would be a great idea if I could remember what the rankings were for the Pensacola.
Hey, listen, that's the beauty. That's the beauty. Listen. That's the beauty of the Pensacola Pizza Gauntlet, is that it's whatever you want to make it, right? It's whatever you want it to be.
What are we ranking it against, Mike? If we can't really have anything.
That's the point.
All right.
We throw everything that we can at this Pensacola Pizza Gauntlet. Whenever we go to a new, I'm thinking of Marcos. Eat some Marcos.
Oh no.
Do it against the Pensacola Pizza Gauntlet. Fucking do some Sal's up here. Pensacola Pizza Gauntlet. Got to put it up there. Got to put it on the rankings, bro. The official listing is the Pensacola Pizza Gauntlet. I like that. I like that idea. That's a good idea.
Yeah. So I only remember the first place. I only remember that. Ended up remembering that like one place at the end of the night. Pretty fucked up. I'm trying to think back because I mean I didn't black out at all. I got very close.
Yeah.
Definitely when we went to a place called Florida, Bama. That's when I got. That's literally on the border of Florida and Alabama.
Yeah. Figured as much.
Alabama, and got pretty fucked up that night. I'm trying to think what else. The day after that, we went to Wild Greg's Saloon, and that was. You're literally just putting words together right now. Like you're not even really saying places. Like, you're just before we went to Greg's Saloon, you know, his old place, you know.
Greg's old town.
It was called a gallery night. Okay. Basically, a bunch of people were doing a bunch of stuff in what they call downtown. Their downtown is just a little town. It's kind of weird.
Okay. It's literally the center of the town.
There was just like 10-year-old band performing out there. It was pretty dope. I actually recorded it for a little bit.
Wait. 10-year-old band, as in like the band's been around for 10 years, or is a band full of 10-year-olds?
10-year-old band full of 10-year-olds. They were performing.
Okay,
they were performing out there for the people.
All right. Hey, listen, when you're in Florida, Bama, bro, you gotta get what you can take, bro.
Pensacola.
You can take what you gotta take. You know what I mean? You know.
Okay. That was downtown Pensacola for sure.
Okay.
All right. And then one other thing we did was drunk mini golf.
Oh, that's fun.
Me and Matthew were for sure a lot more drunk than Sam and Bella, which kind of blew. Not really, because someone had to drive home every night.
Yeah, somebody had to drive home.
Only blew because the line was very long to play. And I was pretty fucked up that entire time we were playing.
That's good.
So it was very difficult to play that game.
Still won, right? Still won?
We didn't keep score. None of us kept score. We couldn't. We were too fucked up for that. And I think that's about all we did. And I thought that was just the beach. And the beach is there, fucking gorgeous. You can see it bottom of your feet.
Yeah, different kind of beach.
It's like fucking. I felt like I was back over on
the cruise.
Like in the DR or fucking Carousel, fucking anywhere that's not America. They had white sand beaches too.
I mean, anyway, that's not VA. Anyway, because you're in America right now.
Yeah, sorry. But, the white sand beaches are pretty cool because like the sand doesn't heat up as much.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, That's what Matt told me. I don't know how true it is. He lies to me a lot, so he could be lying.
You probably made that up. That sounds a little bit made up. That sounds a little.
Could be. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of good one-liners from that week. A lot of funny things happen.
That's good.
Oh, we also watched the movie Lightyear. Buzz Lightyear movie.
Oh, how is it? I haven't seen it yet.
It's actually really fun. I'm not gonna lie to you. Really fucking good. It's really fucking good. For a Disney movie, it's really fucking good, dude.
Really
I liked it a lot.
We're gonna have to.
It's funny as a bitch.
Go ahead. No, you're talking.
It's funny as a bitch because we were watching it, right? And there's a scene where the girl Buzz Lightyear, I can't remember her name. Fuck, what's her name? No,
the girl Buzz Lightyear. Well, there's really only one Buzz Lightyear, but the girl Space Ranger.
The girl, there it is, girl Space Ranger. That's what it's called. Not Buzz Lightyear. The girl Space Ranger is trying to get back to Buzz.
Everybody's Buzz Lightyear in this movie.
She ends up like floating off into space, and like I am freaking the fuck out while she's doing this because she has a cat with her, and I'm just over here freaking out. I'm like, yo, she's gonna fucking die. She's so fucking dead. It's a Disney movie, Mike.
Yeah, 100%.
They're not gonna kill this character off like this. They already killed someone. The mother of this daughter. So it was a mother-daughter kind of thing. The mother died. Okay.
Hey, spoilers for Lightyear. Spoilers for Lightyear, guys. Spoilers for Lightyear.
I mean, that's you kind of already see that happen.
Well, yeah, no. I mean, it's like a time skip thing. They talk about that in the trailer, but
Yeah.
I mean, like everything else.
Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, everything else. Sorry. Yeah.
No, keep going. No, you're good. No, keep going.
Go watch Lightyear. I apologize.
Too late.
No, yeah. So pretty much, she's fucking floating off into space, and now Matt sees me freaking the fuck out.
Yeah.
And he's like, he can't believe that I'm freaking the fuck out so much. And we end up leaving the movie theater, and I can't remember what the fuck I did, but it was some basic connection. He was like, "Oh, so you can comprehend that's simple, but a woman in a goddamn Disney movie is not gonna fucking die." You can comprehend this, but you can't comprehend that she's not gonna fucking die with the other main character next to her. You were freaking the fuck out for no reason. I was like, all right, well that's fair. I was worried.
Well, no, you're worried. You're worried. Yeah, you're worried. A worried little boy. I understand. Worried sweet child. Well, while you were gone, we came up with a couple of things for stream. Every Friday from here on out is no, it's not. I can't commit to this. I cannot commit to this. It's a bit that we started last Friday, right? We were streaming, and I've actually started to really enjoy these Fridays with Dalton. Me and Dalton we hop up here and here. We just fucked around for like the first like hour and a half or whatever, and then we eventually start playing games. But last Friday before last, I told Dalton, I was like, you know what, Dalton, I'm feeling a little fucking like wild tonight, right? And he's like, well, all right, what's that mean? I was like, I'm gonna get some Four Locos. I'm gonna get a couple Four Locos and see where the night takes us. And let me tell you, I made some decisions and it took me some places. Yeah, it was not fun. And then we repeated it. This past Friday. It was a lot of fun again. But Selena said I'm not allowed to do it anymore because
as you shouldn't be.
It's like killing my insides. Killing the insides of my body. But it was.
I didn't poop normal colors for the entire week I was there. That wasn't good.
That's sad.
Yeah, my stomach was not. That was what kept. I was not in a good place physically. It wasn't good.
Yeah. Well,
didn't really like.
You said what? What you said?
Didn't like how my stomach felt that entire time I was there.
If you're pooping black, you can get it looked at. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to twitch.tv/regulargamingguys_. This, of course, is your home for regular gamers. Of course, it is Tuesday, so that means your anime bros are back at it again. Of course, we missed last week because Mitch was out, but we did have a really good stream. We played some fucking Neon White. Shit was a lot of fun. You can go back on our Twitch page, twitch.tv/regulargamingguys_. Check that out. But this week, your anime bros, we're back at it again, doing some regular anime shit here to talk about. Continue our watch along and review of Vinland Saga. We're here doing episodes 4 through 6. Of course, that'll be happening later in the show. I had something that I was gonna say before this. Housekeeping. A little bit of housekeeping for you guys. This Sunday, we're talking about doing another community night. We're thinking about doing some Fall Guys. That's the plan, either Fall Guys or Fortnite, depending on how big the group is that comes out. We'll be, we'll divvy it up one way or the other. The game plan is to do it either Saturday or Sunday. Of course, right now you can go over to our Discord page if you're watching this on Discord right now. It's !Discord in the chat. That'll get you the link to the Discord. You can actually go join the Discord from there and everything, and vote on the post that we have in there. We're taking submissions until Wednesday to decide whether or not we want to stream late Sunday or late Saturday night or after Sunday stream of after Brandon's stream on Sunday, excuse me. Right now it's looking like we're probably going to do that on Sunday. Of course, if we do end up doing it on Sunday, that'll be, like I said, post Brandon's stream on Sunday, which is probably about 12:30, 1 o'clock, somewhere around there. So we'll be running some Fall Guys, probably some Fortnite, a whole bunch of other things. Also on our Discord, I added a new page. There is a stream and game topic suggestions. There's a category in there now where you guys can go in there, and I figured it'd be fun. You guys throw in some suggestions if you had any, anything that you wanted us to talk about, or you had anything that you wanted us to see. So like if you have any Anime Bros recommendations, you can go into this page or go into this channel, type the recommendation in there, and maybe we hook it up and we jump into it, we do it. Got a game in there that you want to suggest, we go in there, you can do that as well. A bunch of other things. Yeah, that's all I got. That's all I got for housekeeping. Of course, we'll be back on Thursday and Friday, but I'll have the schedule for you guys on, again, as far as games go, on Thursday for what we're playing and everything. So keeping your eyes and ears out for that. Mitch, before we begin, bro.
Sir.
What have you been watching?
Nothing.
I know you've been busy traveling Pensacola, going up and down the Florida coast. What have you watched?
I have not watched anything.
You haven't watched any fucking animes.
I felt
absolutely zero.
I felt terrible when I watched nothing. What's up?
Oh, you're there. Okay, you're back. You went away for a second. You went away for a second. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I have not watched anything, unfortunately. I was about to start. I'm about to start Spy Family.
Okay.
Because
season wrapped up.
Season one's done.
Yeah, so season 1 is completely finished.
Spy Family. That's probably gonna start this week. But I haven't been able to. I didn't watch any anime from last Tuesday.
No, as rightfully so. Chilling out. Hanging out.
I was Thursday to Thursday. I was pretty busy, and then when I got back, Friday was a complete rest day.
Yeah.
Saturday I ended up going out to. Went out to downtown Norfolk by myself.
Went to downtown Norfolk by yourself. How was that?
It wasn't bad. I enjoyed it.
Where'd you end up going?
Chatted up with a bartender, and it was a nice night.
This was up. Sounds like a real single person night, like a real single man night.
That's all I did. And then the next night, I went out. I went back down. I went to what's it called, the ocean front. I walked out there by myself for like a good 2 hours.
Yeah.
And then I came back home, rested here for a little bit, and there was Pride. What's it called?
Pride, the Pride Parade.
Yeah. So I just went out there.
Shout out to Pride Month.
Shout out to Pride. Our fellow LGBT people in the chat. Fucking Christ. LGBTQ. There we go.
There you go. You got it.
Shout out to them. No, dude, they're always a vibe. That was fun as fuck. I'm not gonna lie to you. I went downtown Norfolk because I knew that they were gonna be out
100%.
there.
Yeah, 100%.
And, I went out there and just hung out with some of the people down there. But I was also I went out with my friend, Nia.
Yeah.
I ended up going out with. She was supposed to meet me in downtown Norfolk, and we were just gonna sit down there and just hang out with the people down there. Something happened. She had to go home early, and I went down there with the original intention just to make friends with people while I was down there. I went out on Sunday night with the intention of making friends. Got way too drunk to make friends, for sure. It's like I'm not going to talk to strangers right now. So I pretty much just spent the whole night just watching people vibe, and it was a lot of fun watching people vibe.
That's what's up, dog. I'm glad you had a good time, man. That's good.
I just came back home and I was like, I can't do this. I've also been what?
You just said I can't do this.
Oh no! I came back. I went back home, and I was like, I can't keep staying out here any later. I'm gonna fucking.
Oh, okay. Yeah. They just said you came home and was like, I can't do this anymore.
Oh no!
Oh god!
Yeah, Saturday night was a rough night. I'm not gonna lie to you, and it was a wild rough night.
No, here we go.
The Gideon album came out, and I have been listening to that. I have listened to that album cover to cover, like opening song to closing song, at least. I think I'm on around 12 now.
Hey, I mean, it's a decent album. I will say, I don't know if it's as good as, and of course, this is the anyway, of course, I don't think it's as good as it's regular anime guys, right? I don't think it's as good as his first one, but I do think it's good, right? Like I've yet to go through the whole, or not yet. I mean, I've gone through the whole album, but I don't have a standout banger song or a couple of banger songs like I did from the first one.
All right. Well, I think again, another heartbreaker fucking fire. But I relate hard as a bitch to the first six songs I kind of relate to, but the back 6 of those songs, I relate to every last one. So that's why I think it's such a good album. And that's the thing with fucking music. A lot of the times, if you relate to the music more, you're gonna think it's.
You're gonna think it's really good. You're gonna think it's really good.
We can move on from that, but that's why I thought it was so good. That's why I've been listening to it up and down, left and right, all over the place. You know, got myself in a really sad state on Saturday. Let myself have a nice little manly cry Saturday night. And
there you go.
Moving. We're here now. You know?
We're here. Hey, we're here now. You're better for it. All right, you're better for it. Yeah. No, I mean, I guess my side, I've been watching. So like we said, the week that you were gone, so that first Tuesday or whatever that you were gone, did not touch. I watched the first episode. I watched the first episode or part of the first episode, and was like, yeah, this is not for me. I'm not feeling it right now. And I think what it is it's one of those things where I think I have to be in the right mental state not mental state, but I have to be in the right mind frame to sit and actually watch that show. I wasn't really vibing with the whole, I mean, the intro song, like the beginning song of the show or whatever, fucking bop, like 10 out of 10 will fucking love that song. Right. Yeah. But the show itself wasn't really like pulling me in. And then of course the show we're talking about is your boy Kong Ming. Again, I still haven't watched it or whatever, but so I kind of put those on the back burner, put this to the side, or put that to the side or whatever. I did, however, start Is It Wrong to Pick Up Chicks in the Dungeon?
There it is. How you liking it so far? That shit
is pretty good. It's not bad. It's okay.
And that's what I told you. It's not like a top 10 must watch you gotta see right now. Yeah. But I like it for what it is.
I do think that it is a pretty slow start. I think and that's one of the things that I'm trying to like push through is because I think I'm like episode like 4 or 5, and I'm trying to like push through this beginning part because he's still learning, he's still trying to get his powers, his skill is still trying to like get set up and everything like that. The fan service in that show, let me tell you. It's fucking ridiculous. Yeah. So we're watching it yesterday. Like I told you, we got set up with the new internet package yesterday, and so the guys come in early in the afternoon to come like set everything up, and they have somebody come back behind them to make sure that everything is actually working and it's up and running and everything. So me and Celinda are sitting on the couch watching this episode of Is It Wrong to Pick Up Chicks in the Dungeon? Yeah. And so what happens is at the end of towards the end of like the second episode, it's either the first or the second episode, there's a scene where the chick is laying on top of Belle, and it's a very like provocative like shot. Like you're seeing up her like her skirt, so you can see her butt, right? Like you can see her butt, and I just happened to pause it. Because the dude knocked on the door, right? So he knocks on the door. I have it in deposit. Bro walks in, and I'm like, I'm just trying to have a normal conversation with him. He looks back at the screen. I was like, what the fuck is he looking? I turned around and I was like, It's definitely one of those shows, bro. It is one of those shows. And I just thought it was funny because every time, I cannot remember her name, but he calls her Goddess. Every time Goddess, like anytime she moves, bro, her tits just fucking jiggle.
Yeah. Yep.
Like it's like they specifically went in and animated just her tits.
Yeah.
And they just every time she's moving, they're fucking like blanging and clanging around, everywhere. But no, it's pretty good. I'm enjoying what I've seen so far. There hasn't been too many crazy action set pieces yet. I'm in just the beginning. Like I said, it's a very very slow burn. I'm starting to realize in the beginning of this show. But
I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how much. I don't know if you personally me knowing you. I don't know if you like stick it all the way out. Knowing you, because I don't think there's enough like really dope. I mean, there's cool fight scenes, but it's not like really enough to really keep you in that.
Well, so from what I've watched, like when I was watching the shows, I was watching like the dude that I watch on YouTube, Vinny. I think his name's VinnyTube. Mm-hmm. He does like top 10 most anticipated like shows for like each season or whatever, and season 4 was one of the shows that he had talked about like being like people's most anticipated. And as he was talking about it, he was talking about like character dynamics and things like that, and the way he was describing it made it sound like the character relationships start to get more interesting throughout the course of the show. So I was like, maybe I'll probably stick around for that specifically. If not, it'd probably be one of those like jobless reincarnations where it's like I'm sticking around for the character relationships more so than I am the actual like action and like the anime and stuff like that. Yeah, the actionable fight sequences themselves. But no, that was pretty good. And then I caught up on both not Vinland Saga. I caught up on both Spy Family and Tomodachi Game.
The Tomodachi Game finally finished too?
Yes, they were both. So those are both part of the spring lineup, and the spring lineup for both of those is they're done with their first season. That'll lead us right into news because season 2 of Spy Family got announced. It'll be a fall anime for this year or whatever. 2022, excuse me.
Oh shit!
Yeah, they come back around this year. Spy Family, continues to be pretty great. There's it's really funny because like whenever they do action in the show, it's always like really really good. And there's one specific scene. There's one episode. It's called the Dodgeball Mission, and it's them playing dodgeball. Mind you, it's a bunch of first graders, right? It's a bunch of first graders playing dodgeball, and it's hype as a bitch. I'm not gonna lie. It's hype as a bitch.
They're not the coach, but the teacher trying to put the ball out.
No, Mitchell. That is a student.
That's a student?
That is a first grader.
That big ass motherfucker?
That is a first grader. When I was watching it, I was like, there's no fucking shot this is a first grader, bro. No fucking shot this is a first grader.
Yeah, I saw the scene where
motherfucker is like 5'2" in first grade, bro. Like, what the shit?
I saw that scene where he's trying to throw the ball out. Anya was out here getting... because she's fucking telepathic. She was
dodging and everything. Yeah, it was pretty good. And then caught up on Tomodachi Game as well. And Tomodachi Game, it's one of those shows. Because I was listening to a podcast about it, like another group like review it. Weebology is the name of the podcast. Shout out to them. But they were reviewing it and they were talking about it, and they said something like the title of the episode where they review it is called Tomodachi Game Thinks It's Smarter Than You. And there's a lot of things, there's a lot of moments in it. It's really weird because it does that thing where you can kind of see all the pieces for like how they put the puzzle together of how like the main character puts all the pieces together to win the game or whatever. But at the same time, it also kind of feels like ass pulls. Like it doesn't really feel like all the he's smart, but they haven't justified why he's so smart. Right? Like in a show like, Code Geass, for example, those are the only Code Geass and Death Note are the two that I think of when I think about like really smart people and them being calculative and putting like, big brains versus big brains or whatever. Code Geass and those two shows, they do a good job of setting up how those main characters are so smart by putting them in situations where they have to use their wits about them. Yeah. And it's a lot more obvious where all the pieces are on the table when they put the thoughts and stuff together or whatever. Whereas this show, it'll be some of the games that they play are so outrageous and have so many different rules that it's like it's almost impossible for you as the viewer to be able to keep up with everything without having to go back and re-listen to what the rules are and then kind of putting it all together that way. So it's like it's trying to be smart, but it's only smart because it throws so much at you all at once, right? And because the way that they're writing it, the character obviously is going to be able to remember all this because that's how they're going to write it. But I will say, I say all that to say, to me it's going to be like The Quarry, where it's just the character is going to be smart as shit because that's just who his character is, and the plot is going to make no sense, but the plot is going to, but it's because it doesn't make any sense, it's going to be so over the top, and because it's so over the top, it's going to be a lot of fun, and like it's just going to be a lot of dumb fun to watch and play or watch and see how it kind of all plays out or whatever. But no, that finished up season 1 as well, and like I said, once I started to kind of realize that, and I started like not trying to take it so serious, I was kind of just like suspend disbelief and just let it go. It's a lot of fun because it's fun watching like the whole game kind of play out. Because they do 3 games in total in the entire season 1. Yes. And the rock paper scissors.
I saw that shit on TikTok.
The rock paper scissors scene is probably the best scene of the entire season. Because it's when they actually start like. Because of all the dumb shit that happened beforehand, it's kind of justified how the character is able to put all this together. The main character is able to put all this together and do all the stuff or whatever. So, but no, I watched both of those. So caught up on those shows which like I said, I'm enjoying. Of course, those are all available on Crunchyroll right now. Oh, I started Yashahime because I was in like a mood of like an Inuyasha fix, and I really wanted to see what the beginning part of the show was like. Because you know they've got some stuff that happened here recently with it, or say recently is a couple months ago at this
Isn't
point.
That like Orihime? Isn't that Inuyasha's kid? Isn't that like one?
Yeah, Inuyasha and Kagome's daughter. Yeah, it's her show or whatever, and yeah, I started that. Kind of fell asleep. I'm gonna have a problem with it because I want to watch it subbed or dubbed, excuse me. But the problem is that the actress that plays Kagome is a retired actress, so she didn't come back to reprise her role as Kagome, so the voice is completely different. Unfortunately, the gentleman that played Moroku in the English dub, he has passed away from I think from I think it was throat cancer. It was some form of cancer. I don't want to speak wrongly, but it was some form of cancer that he passed away from. So he's not able to come back and reprise his role. So the cast, for the most part, is kind of like all different. Sango's voice is different. The only voice that's actually really familiar is Inuyasha's voice. And that's just because I feel like you kind of have to bring Inuyasha, the dude that played Inuyasha, back to play Inuyasha again. But it just throws me off, especially with that being like such a childhood like touchstone show, like a show that one of the very first shows that I've watched or whatever. It's just kind of like off-putting, not off-putting, but threw me off, I guess is what you can say. Fair. And that's kind of it. I mean, at the moment, I haven't really watched too much of anything else. I want to start Digimon, the 2020 Digimon, because I really enjoyed Digimon, and they redid the show in 2020. I think he's only got like one season out right now, but it's a retelling of season 1 of the original Digimon Adventure show, and you know, Digimon Adventure is one of the better Digimon shows, obviously one of the better Digimon seasons because it's like the OG one. But yeah, I just haven't gone back to watch that yet. But yeah, no, what's
the one? I think it's season 4. The one is it Frontier?
Frontiers, yeah, Frontiers is season.
That's what
4. Yeah, because you have Digimon Adventures 1. Actually, season 4 because you have you have Adventures 1, Adventure 2, Tamers, and then Frontier. Yeah, Frontier's at the
That's such a banger. It's a banger of an opener.
Yeah, no. So I guess I'll kind of hop into news real quick before we jump into our review for Vinland Saga. Of course, like I said, we'll be reviewing the episodes 4 through 6 of Vinland Saga here in just a second. Before we get into that, let's go ahead and jump into some fucking news. Like I said, Spy Family Season 2 is coming out later this year. It's release date in October. It doesn't have an actual like date, but it's got a release window of October 2022. They released a new trailer for it, which is I'll just have it kind of playing here in the background. Like I said before, Spy Family is kind of one of those shows that surprised me, and I think it surprised a lot of people with how like good it ends up being and how like interesting it is. It's just really fun to watch Twilight kind of grow into becoming a man who only cared about his mission into a man that is more so about trying to build this family that this is kind of him buying into his own BS of this fake family, and he's saying that he's trying to make sure that the family looks like more or less of a facade, but in trying to make it look like a less of a facade, he's starting to care more and more about Anya and about Yor, and it's a lot of fun. It's a really fun show. If you haven't checked it out already, season 1, it's 12 episodes long. Definitely go check it out. There's that. And these are like normal with the new stuff. I just kind of pulled a whole bunch of articles from Crunchyroll because there's a couple articles that I wanted to talk about. I had the Reincarnated as a Slime movie that's coming out next year. Crunchyroll is going to help bring that to theaters next year. There is a short trailer on it. I know you're more familiar with The Time I Got Reincarnated as Slime than I am. How do you feel about the idea of a movie coming out?
I'm very excited for the idea of a movie.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, I think you need to watch this. I think you would like the series a lot. I'm not gonna lie to you. It is an overpowered main character, but the fights in the show are fucking worth it. So I am very excited for the movie. I don't think I've done much research on what the movie's gonna be about. Yeah. Should probably do that because I definitely plan on going and watching it when it does come out. But it's really good. The storytelling in that show is I've enjoyed it thus far. It does move kind of fast in terms of like character progression. Like in terms of like strength and everything like that, because Rimuru being and your basic isekai character, he levels up pretty fucking fast. But how they have it is that when you have a monster under your control, because he's a demon lord, when you basically claim someone to your family, the more powerful you are, the more powerful they become. So everyone else is like powering up pretty much just as fast as Rimuru is, and he's strong as shit. So everyone else is getting fucking strong as shit very fast themselves. It's pretty dope. I have not seen this trailer yet, though. I'm kind of enjoying it right now. I'm not gonna lie to you.
How many episodes per season? I know there's 2 seasons out right now. Is it more than 12?
No, it's 12 apiece, I think.
12 apiece?
Yeah.
Okay. I might have to give it a shot.
It's good, man. I enjoyed it so far.
There's a couple of these like isekais that have been like on my list. Like obviously, Overlord. That one's on my list. I really want to watch that.
I need to start that. I started that up like a long time ago, but never went back to it.
Yeah, this is on my list. I want to, I would like to watch this because you keep telling me about it. There's another one that you told me about.
Misfit. The devil gets reincarnated as a misfit.
I think so.
That one's pretty good too.
Yeah, the devil gets reincarnated as a
no, the Misfit Academy of fucking something like that. God damn it, now I gotta look it up. It's gonna bother me if I don't look it up.
Yeah, I don't remember the name of that one, but yeah, there's a couple of isekais. Like isekais, like I don't know, like I don't know if it's I haven't given them.
Academy, I think is what it is.
Misfit of Demon Academy. There you go. The isekais, I just don't think I've given them a fair enough shake as far as like watching them goes. Is like trying to like get into them and everything. I think because there's a couple of them that I'm actually like I really enjoyed. There's one called Night and Magic, and it's a software engineer. He gets hit by a bus in the beginning. He loves like building like Gundam stuff like that. Gets hit by a bus in the beginning of the first episode. Obviously dies, gets reborn. Gets brought back into this world where magic is a thing, and they've never like seen any kind of like technology or anything like that, and so he brings his technical prowess into that world and builds essentially starts to build like Gundams and whatnot, and combines the magic with the Gundams.
Got you.
And it was actually pretty good what I watched. As far as I watched, I think I watched like the first 10 episodes, I want to say. But no, I enjoyed the genre somewhat, I've watched a few of the genre. And then of course, what was the other one that I was watching? The other
now that I think about it, I did actually watch the Tuesday after last Tuesday stream, I think Wednesday actually. I did end up watching, but it was so long ago I forgot I watched it.
Yeah.
Oh man, I just looked it up. The Greatest Demon Lords Reborn as a Typical Nobody. I know I said I was going to watch that a while ago. Yeah. And I watched episode 2 and 3, and I actually like it so far. It's not a bad anime. Basically the whole idea is the Demon Lord, he's reborn, but he wants to be reborn into this idea of, because when he was in his previous life, he was pretty much feared by everyone. He was so strong no one could defeat him, and he didn't have any friends pretty much.
Yeah.
So when he gets reborn, he wants to have a more chill life. He's still strong as a bitch, but he wants to have a chill life and everything like that. So he kind of gets reborn into that scenario, and I'm only episode 3 in, I think, right now. And there's 12. I think only 11 are out right now. Actually, I've been gone for 2 weeks, so the season might be over. But yeah, so I've enjoyed it so far. Dude's strong as shit. It kind of gives me the same vibe as the Misfit of Demon King Academy. It's kind of the same vibe as that, to be honest.
Yeah,
but I've enjoyed it so far.
Lit. That's what's up. Next story that we got, Dragon Ball Superhero surpasses 1 million tickets sold in Japan. That's what's up. From what I've heard, this movie is really good. There's a lot of really cool things that happen in this movie. Be careful of spoilers online. I've unfortunately been spoiled by a couple of things. So I know. You got
more spoilers since then?
Yeah, there's a couple of things that I know about that I was I didn't want to know about, but I, just the way the internet works and how things are. I unfortunately, yeah, exactly. I unfortunately saw some stuff that I didn't want to see, but I'm still gonna see it. It comes out in October. It comes out in August here in the States, so we're gonna go check that out and definitely do a review of it when it does come out. There it is, August 18th. That's when it comes out. So that shout out to Akira Toriyama and the team over there. One Piece film Red will be coming to theaters in this fall. So I'm pretty excited about that. Of course, Film Red is the new One Piece movie that's coming out. It's going to be telling the story of Shanks and his daughter. It's like I think it's supposed to be a canon. It's supposed to be one of those canon, not canon movies, if that makes sense. So like the characters and everything that are in the movie are actual like part of the canon or whatever. But it takes place outside of the main like timeline of One Piece, if that makes sense. Makes sense. But yeah, fall this year. I thought that was I don't think we had a release date for it. So, I thought I'd, highlight that. That was the case. And then we've got Crunchyroll revealing their summer 2022 simuldub lineup. So these are all the shows that will be available for simuldub, meaning they come out, the dub comes out the same time as the subbed version. Excuse me, I don't know why I blanked on words there. But you got stuff from like Black Summoner, Classroom of the Elite 2. Let's see, I'm trying to see some other ones. Rent a Girlfriend Season 2. I know people are looking forward to that one. Devil's a Part-Timer Season 2. And that's about, those are it. So these are all the ones that are available for the simuldubs anyway. The actual summer lineup, that's the next thing on the list, was this actual summer 2022 lineup. I think is going to be we got a couple of things up here that I do want to watch. I do want to watch Classroom of the Elite. I've heard really good things about Classroom of the Elite. So I'm interested to sit down and watch that. I know we've already got a season 1. I want to say that's 12 episodes long. So that's pretty cool.
Noticed. I was about to start. One of the ones I was about to start, but I just didn't pick it up.
Yeah. Dr. Stone is getting his getting the special, like the special OVA one-off episode. Yeah, that's supposed to be coming out this summer, so that'd be cool to watch. It'd be exciting to watch. Anytime we can get more of the Dr. Stone universe, I'm all down for. Let's see what else was there. My Hero is also gonna get an OVA as well. I'm not a big fan of like My Hero's OVAs, like I kind of just want to get more of the story. I don't really care too much. Yeah. With stuff like, what is this? With stuff like, I just talked about Dr. Stone, I'm cool with like the OVA because it's been so long. It's been so long since we've got, stuff from season 2. Yeah. Since we got main content that I'm just kind of like hoping for more anime content from Dr. Stone, from the Dr. Stone team or whatever. Whereas like, and not to mention that like Dr. Stone season 2 wrapped everything up with a nice little bow. It did. It definitely My Hero Academia is in the middle of the fucking shits. It is in the middle of the fucking hot shits right now. I do not want to watch 5 episodes of y'all playing baseball.
About to go to war.
Yeah, I don't want to watch 5 episodes of y'all playing baseball.
We're about to go to war, dude. I don't even talk about anything you're doing right now, dude.
But yeah, there's that.
Is that what it's about to be about? Those baseball shit?
Them playing baseball. There was another one that was coming out this year. It's called like the not the Last Bite, Call of the Night, I think is what it's called. It's another vampire show though. That was actually like that actually looks really, really good.
While you look that up, I've been eating an unhealthy amount of Taco Bell's crispy cantina tacos.
Oh, you too?
I've had like at least 10 already.
Those are kid numbers, bro. Those are kid numbers, bro. Those are kid numbers.
I'm determined. I actually tried the avocado ranch. I actually might like ranch.
Yeah, avocado ranch is really good, bro. Avocado ranch is really good. Dude. Oh, yeah. I'm talking about ranch in general. You are talking. Let me tell you, you gotta slow down there.
I never really tried it. For real, it's been a while. It's been a long time since I tried. I tried when I was younger, and I didn't like it. But like now, it kind of has the same. The avocado ranch has the same taste as like Cool Ranch Doritos, in my opinion.
I don't know about all that, but okay, I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you. I guess
it's a little similar. I didn't have it on my Cantina taco. I had it on a this like little makeshift taco thing that they had. It was like an exclusive online deal, and it was like some type of chicken taco, and it was really good. It was really good. I'm not gonna lie to you. But yeah, I've had a lot of those. Just trying to keep small talk while you look that up, buddy.
No, you're good. Shout out to Taco Bell. Yeah, it's called Call of the Night. It's the vampire, another vampire show that's coming out this summer as well. I don't think it has an actual like date for it though, but it'll be out this summer. Looks pretty interesting. I'm pretty excited to see that. And that was it. that's kind of it for news stuff anyway. Of course, you can look at Crunchyroll's full lineup available, summer lineup on their website, of course, crunchyroll.com. And then just go to news section and look up for their summer 2022 lineup. You can look at the whole thing there and all the stories that we talked about today. I know this really quick kind of like news segment. Our news segments are usually always quick. We really don't have much to say about it. But all that's available on Crunchyroll. You can go check that out, of course, over there. Mitch, without further ado, bro, let's get into talking about the main fucking topic. Vinland Saga, episodes 4 through 6. The back half of the back half of the Troll of Yom, or Yom, yeah, Troll of Yom. Yeah, the Troll of Yom, the last part of the Troll of Yom story, and kind of the beginnings of Thorfinn's the beginnings of Thorfinn's adventure. Aptly named, I think episode 5 is aptly named the adventure begins, something like that. Journey begins. There you go.
So episode 5 is True Warrior. Episode 4 is Think Thor.
Going into these episodes, Mitch, where were you at with Vinland Saga to get people back up to speed? Hello? That looks Mitch. Oh, we lost Mitch, guys. We lost Mitch. Like I said, we're having a bit of technical difficulties today. I think his whole computer may have gone down. Let me just wait here. I'll back out. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna come back in. Yo.
Okay, all right. So that was you. That wasn't me. Cool.
I don't know if it was you or I don't know who it was, but I just backed out and then came back in.
Word. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good.
I watched episode 4 2 weeks ago. So today I watched episode 5 and 6.
But going into these episodes, what did you think of? Yeah, what did you think of everything?
So, because I know at the end of episode 3, that's where we are seeing Askeladd's group pretty much intercept Thor and Thorfinn and all them stuff. So I was really excited to see the fight between, because I knew there was going to fight that was about to ensue.
Yeah.
So I was really excited to see what the fuck was about to happen. So that's pretty much all I was looking forward to for a while there, which is why I ended up watching episode 4 pretty much immediately after episode 3, because I was like, I can't wait, dude. I have to watch this.
Yeah.
But after episode 4, going into 5 and 6, I kind of knew what was about to happen. I kind of knew it was going to be one of those things where it's going to be pretty much Thorfinn doing his thing. I mean, I don't want to go into spoilers just yet, but I kind of knew what was going to happen going into episodes 5 and 6. I was almost disappointed in the episodes, but they ended it up with us actually seeing Thorfinn's progression a lot faster than what I thought it was about to be.
Yeah.
So they drug it out for a little bit there in episode 5. It was pissing me off. Or episode 6, one of the two.
So I would say,
it made me so mad, but.
I guess my question would be, where are you at with this show as of episode 4, 5, and 6? Where are you at? Are you still at a high? Are you still kind of lukewarm? Are you still
no? So episode 4, 5, and 6. Because at first, I mean, going into 5, after watching 5, I think 5 is what really drug it out. So 5 kind of pissed me off a lot.
Yeah.
Because it took that dragging out period really pissed me off. But episode 6 got me back into that high. Because episode it kind of went high, low, high. Because episode 4, I was like, oh, that was fucking fire. And I kind of knew episode 5 was about to be what it was about to be, and it just drug out longer than I would have. Even though I knew it was about to drag, it drug out longer than I thought it would be. So it kind of put me at a low. Then episode 6 put me back to a high. So now I'm ready, and I'm really excited to watch episode 7 again.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I would have to second those opinions. Having already watched, I think up through episode. I want to say episode 14. That sounds right. I think I've watched up through episode 14. I kind of knew what to expect going into the 4, 5, and 6. I'm really trying to get your vibe and your opinion on these episodes so far. This is kind of like your first real reaction to them. 4, 5, and 6 are they're necessary episodes, and they're fun, but they're also kind of long, if that makes
Long
sense.
as a bitch.
Some of them are kind of long, and some of them are kind of frustrating. But it's one of those things where it's like, unlike some shows where like the long episodes usually feel like they aren't as important, I do feel like these episodes, you know, five specifically, right? Because that's the one where we really kind of get into like some of like the character progression and everything. I think they're really important because you know, we could have got the opposite of this, where it is a lot faster, but it wouldn't have felt as earned, right? I think because of what we end up seeing, you know, I think a lot of it does end up feeling very, very much earned. But no, I really enjoyed 4, 5, and 6. I thought they're fun. You know, the show Wit continues to like knock it out of the park, right? Like the animation in this is fantastic. It's phenomenal. Wit Studio the animation for the show ends up being really, really good. Or not ends up being good, is really, really good. I'm enjoying like seeing the character development of these, you know, like we kept saying like last time, right? Like they say so much with so little, right? And they give you a lot of character context.
That's a lot in episode 4.
Oh yeah, it's a whole lot in episode 4, right? And yeah, no, it ends up being a lot of fun. But I guess without further ado, you know, let's go ahead and hop into, you know, spoilers and kind of like really
spoiler
just, like,
alert. Spoiler
pop
alert.
it off.
Spoiler alert.
We got a
This
few notes
is
in
the
here.
RGG spoiler alert system warning you that spoilers are incoming. You have been warned.
I'm gonna kick it off. Thor's is a fucking beast.
Fucking menace, dude.
Thor's is a fucking menace.
He's a fucking menace, dude.
As Mitch said, you know, episode 4 is when Askeladd and Thor's group, you know, kind of intercept with each other. Of course, Thor.
No, it wasn't a group, bro. It was Askeladd's group and Thor, nigga. It was Askeladd's group and Thor.
You know, Thor's thinks that they're gonna hit this island to kind of like regroup and recover. Of course, you know, we have the side, not the side story. We have the main plot of, you know, Thor's thinking that he's going to go help fight this war because the king has summoned him, or they found out where he was and the king has summoned him because of his exile, or not exile, but his abandonment, I guess is what you would say. His abandoning. Is that what you call it? Say abandoning.
Fuck. What is it called?
Deserting.
AWOL. Deserting.
Yeah. Him deserting the you know, in the middle of the battle. You know, he thinks Thor stopped that because of that. You know, and they found out where he was, that, you know, it would make sense for him to be demanded back to come back. Of course, we find out that Loki or Floki. Yeah. Floki has kind of Floki, whatever. It's
Butterbird.
There you go. It's setting him up for, you know, the Yoki Doke, and he's getting set up to be murdered and to be killed by Askeladd. But anyway, on their way to where they think they're supposed to be going, there's this island that they had to stop at. They kind of get some rest and relaxation. Of course, they get there, and that's when Askeladd does a full-on, you know, gotcha.
Fuck
you know,
you.
Fuck you, the whole little entrapment thing or whatever. And that's where like they start to butt heads, you know, for the very, very first time, or the very first and kind of, you know, spoiler alert, obviously
very first last time.
But yeah, no, Thor's is a fucking beast, bro. Like the fact that he was able to wipe out half of Askeladd's forces by himself.
He would have took down the entire Askeladd force if it wasn't for the fact that his son
was on the boat, bro. His son was on the boat.
He would have whooped that entire ass across
I honestly
the board.
think oh, my bad. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was saying, I really just think it's because his son was there. I think it's just because Thorfinn is there. If it wasn't for Thorfinn being there, then he would have been.
What's his name? Actually captures Thorfinn. Well, no, I don't know, because he doesn't want anybody else to die either. He likes everybody in that town. He doesn't want any of them to die.
Yeah, but he was able to. But I mean, like, what I'm saying is, right, is that I feel like at the end of the day, what he was trying to show his son how to be an honorable man.
That's fair too. Yeah,
he was trying to show his son how to be an honorable warrior, and I feel like had Thorfinn not been there, Thor would have been like, fuck it, and just been, would have fucked up everybody, right? Like, would have got everybody.
I'd say that's like a 6 or 40-60 chance. Because I feel like, you know, we kind of see who Thor is by this point, you know? Yeah. He doesn't want to, I don't think he's going to resort back to his not dirty ways, but like back to like those kind of ways, you know? He's too far. And I definitely agree, though, there is a portion where he wants to show Thorfinn that like he is this honorable person at this point, you know? But at the same time, I think even if Thorfinn wasn't there, there's still like a strong chance he doesn't. He gets murked to save the crew. You know.
I don't know. I just feel like it would have been less like it would have been less obvious that he was trying to be. I feel like he would have been more willing to lean into his more, you know.
And I can agree to that.
Guys,
I think I can agree that there's more of a chance, but I don't think it happens though. Still, you know, there's more of a chance, but I still don't think it happens.
Oh, I don't think he. So I think he wipes out the ships. I don't think he gets out of there alive. Does that make sense?
Okay.
I think he wipes out the people that are on the ships. I don't think he gets. Obviously, he can't get out of there alive, right? You got the archers that have the high ground, above him. There's no way for him to get up there. So there was no way. There was no way.
He could have grabbed the shield, bro. That nigga is. You see what he was doing to them boys?
That shit was crazy. And then didn't kill a single person. And then didn't kill a single person,
Mike. He could have marked him for sure. He
didn't kill a fucking single person.
I wouldn't be surprised if he picked up one of those arrows and threw that bitch back and killed someone with just the sheer force of throwing the arrow.
Yeah.
He probably could have took down at least 5 archers doing that.
I did like, we talked about Ascalon and Ascalon showing up, and of course Ascalon shows up and he's, this pirate, and he's a bad dude, right? He's a mercenary, Viking. He's a mercenary for hire, essentially, right? And I really liked how they kind of showed that the two of them were kind of the same person, but they both took different paths, right? They both went
that's pretty much
different ways.
Sure.
Yeah,
for sure. That's that. I have to agree with you because like he stayed the way of like the Viking, and Thor's was like, I don't really want to keep killing people. There's not a need to.
Yeah.
I will say,
but you can see that like
watching his. I was saying it's wild watching his fucking teammate, Ascalon. I can't remember the name of the other dude, the other like big motherfucker that he was with. That nigga took a berserk mushroom. Whatever his name is, he got his ass whooped, even off the berserk mushroom. And like Thor's barely broke a sweat whooping his ass off that mushroom.
I thought I wrote his name down. I can't remember if I wrote his. I guess I didn't write his name. I thought I did, but I can't remember his name.
Either way.
But yeah, no.
Nigga, I thought that was gonna be. I thought Thor was gonna struggle there for like at least a little bit. No, he worked his ass in like seconds.
Yeah, no. I mean, and it kind of makes sense, right? Because old boy is he's used that berserk mushroom to kind of like gain an extra advantage, an extra strength advantage, right? And so, the one thing we were talking about showing them kind of being the same person, but not really be the same person. The one thing that I really did enjoy about the whole thing prior to the actual duel that this shows is that Thor knows his way around the battlefield. Right, like he understands how like the rhythm and flow of battle actually works, and how how to read your opponent and how to make the right moves and stuff like that. And he's very calculating in that sense, right? And then when we get to that moment where, we get to that moment with we get to that moment with Thor's versus Ascalon when they actually fight each other. You get to see how they're both calculating, but in different ways. Where Thor's knows how to he knows how to manipulate somebody on a battlefield. Ascalon knows how to manipulate somebody, just as a character, like a person. Like he knows how to manipulate a person's mind and get to a person, right? Because you had the whole moment with obviously, he baits him into thinking that he baits him into thinking that he wanted Ascalon to move a certain way, but in reality, he baited him into thinking that he wanted him to bait him. You know what I mean? It's one of those 1,000 brain IQs type of deal, right? And so, but then you had the flip moment where once Thorfinn gets grabbed and everything, they start to have he kind of tells Thor's that you thought I was gonna be honorable about this whole thing, bro. Yeah. You thought I really was gonna do this whole.
Hey, I'll tell you what though. Thor's just like, nah, nigga, you gonna say I won this fucking duel.
Yeah.
That nigga ain't no bitch. He's like, you gonna say I won this fucking duel right now. I don't give a fuck. That shit was tough as a bitch.
Yeah, no, the whole episode, because this is all episode 4, of course, and then the ending, right? One of the things that I wrote down in my notes was that we talked about really briefly about Wit's animation style, right? The performance in combination with the animation with Thorfinn when he's yelling at Ascalon and them and doing his Aaron proclamation of I'm going to kill every last one of you. Yeah, I'm gonna kill all of you. I don't care what happens, right? You felt that it was really, really powerful. yeah, no, I'm genuinely enjoying this. So like this, I'm enjoying this. You know, so far it's been such a really fun ride.
Episode 4 was really fucking good across the board.
Yeah,
getting in episode 4 was really. Now episode 5, on the other hand, wasn't bad. And like honestly, when I look at it from the lens of like what you said, being you know, we kind of need this to really appreciate episode 6. You know, it makes a lot more sense.
But I mean, there's also.
5,
Good.
No, I was gonna go to episode 5, so you can go ahead.
Yeah, I was saying there's moments in episode 5 that are really good, right? Like there's can you hear that? There's the moment with Helga and Yuva, where like, you know, they because the episode starts off with them like reporting back to them and be like, hey, you know, Thor's is dead. We don't know where Thorfinn is. Yeah, you know, this is all their things, stuff like that. And you know, Eula, I think is her name. Eula's kind of just like, all right, whatever. Let's just keep going.
Back that shit up.
Right. And like she just kind of just like jumps into Thor's like role. You know, she was already there, but she kind of just jumps more into that role and kind of, you know, at first it's like, oh shit, this is really admirable. You know, she's really just trying to like, you know, take up her father's mantle and stuff like that. And it's kind of funny how like when you watch it, it's kind of like, man, she kind of is the son that Thor's kind of always wanted. Right. But she's, you know, obviously she's a woman. She's not she's not actually his son. She's his daughter. And, you know, you think that she's just taking up the mantle. She's just doing what she's got to do. And then, you know, Helga comes in and is like, yo,
see that shit later on. Like, just let it out.
Just relax.
Let that shit out.
Like, take a second, take a moment.
And then she just, it is okay to cry.
Yeah. And it was a really beautiful moment. You know, you had that, you also had, you know, this was kind of the episode where we get the foundations for Thorfinn. Yeah, we get the foundations for Thorfinn.
It just drags out, man. He gets his ass kicked a lot. And you know how I am about like watching main characters get their ass kicked over and over again, you know? Yeah. So it was just it was painful but needed. You know, I mean, I didn't like the fact that it happened twice, that he loses the fucking goddamn Escalade. I mean, he's a kid, bro. We know he's gonna keep losing the Escalade. Yeah. But pretty much after the whole Yuva and Helga moment, you see, like Mike said, you see Thorfinn's whole pretty much him on his own, kind of, because they get to an island with Escalade. Did he capture him? Hold up.
What up, Tainted?
Yeah.
What up? Shout out to Tainted, 7 months, tier 1 sub, 7 months in a row, baby. What's up, big dog?
Appreciate you, my guy.
It's just really loud. I forgot how loud the fucking alerts were.
Yeah, I heard it myself actually. But yeah, no. So what's happening? Escalade. He captures Thorfinn, correct?
No. So what happened? It's similar to what happened with how Thorfinn got on the boat. He just stayed on the boat. He snuck and stayed on the boat, right?
That's what I thought. Okay, that's what was confusing me for a second there. So I was like, why didn't he go back with
he just kind of like stowed away and like
he stows away with Escalade, and you end up seeing Escalade and.
Oh no, you're good, bro. You're all good.
You end up seeing him on the island and everything like that, and he's kind of a kid on the island, pretty much, for lack of better words. He doesn't really know what he's doing. Yeah. He tries to challenge Escalade, but gets his ass kicked. You know, he's a little kid with a sword. He tries to use a sword with him. You see him try to assassinate Escalade at night, but I think that moment right there, you see his father's teachings, because he's like, I can't kill him in his sleep, you know? That moment where his dad, he kind of watched his dad die honorably, I feel like had an impact on that moment right there, you know?
Yeah, and that's why that's why I like that, you know, the episode 4 is, you know, as impactful as it is, right? And that's why it means so much, right? Because it's that, and it's the combination of like what he talked about prior to this is like, you know, who are your actual enemies? Like, why are you going around, why do you want to kill these people, right? Like, there's no need to, you know, kill anybody. Obviously, this obviously is more so him like telling him to do it, you know, honorably. Like, if you are going to kill someone, then you need to kill someone with honor and with, you know, with respect as a warrior and stuff like that.
If Thor's dad was Aaron's dad, do you think that we'd be where we are in, you know, the world of Attack on Titan?
If Thor was Aaron's dad, that's what I meant to say. Do I think we would be in the world of Attack on Titan? That's hard to compare, because of course, you know, the worlds are set up differently, right? You got to think that. It's just hypothetical. Oh fuck, what's his name? I cannot think of his name.
What does he look like?
Gresha. Yeah, Gresha.
Yeah.
Gresha watched his sister get murdered, right? Went through years of, racism. Right, racism and abuse, right?
Jesus
and so, like,
Christ.
I feel like that would break down anybody who has. I feel like that, the way that would, like, the way, especially the way the Marlians are racist, bro. I feel like it's a different. I feel like it's a different level of racism. You know what I mean?
They like white people in the 1800s.
Bro, that's what I'm saying, right? And
they were pretty fucking bad.
They were pretty savage, right? They were pretty fucking savage. I mean, that being said, Gresha still. I mean, Gresha. What did Gresha really teach Eren? Gresha really didn't give Eren any lessons, right? I mean,
that's what I'm saying. If like Thor teaches him. We're not gonna go too deep into this because I want to go back to what we were talking about. But it was a small hypothetical.
No, I mean, but it is a good question because I mean, Thorfinn and Eren are kind of similar, right? Like, Thorfinn wants to kill Askeladd, and more so Askeladd than Askeladd and his group.
I think it's Askeladd. I don't think the K. I think the K is silent because
Askeladd. I call it Askeladd.
Yeah, sorry, continue.
Yeah, I call him that. He Askeladd in my bro. He Askeladd in my book. But with Thorfinn, it's Askeladd, and kind of his group, right? With Eren, it's it started off with all the Titans, then it turned into Marley. It's just the whole fucking world, bro. Everything's gonna fucking burn, right? Yeah, everybody's fucking going down, right?
That shit is terrifying.
I think their stories are very similar, but I do think they are kind of like different. I think they're different in the fact that like the teachings they had as children were different, obviously, and I think I think maybe if you give Eren, no, I think Eren's the same. I think Eren turns out to be the exact same.
That's fair.
I just think he. What do you think? Do you think he turns out any different? Do you think he's the same? Do you?
I mean, it's kind of like you said. It's a little hard to really, because the world.
It's a really good hypothetical. Like I think that's a really good hypothetical.
The world's not that much different. I think seeing his father, because I was thinking about it now, and I also thought that because he kind of does see his father die, because he sees what's it called? Because the future, whole Titan idea of like you can see into the future, see the past, and everything like that. So I mean, even if he did see Thorfinn die, even if he did see Thor's dies, and he's in Gresha's place, he's still kind of would still have that same mindset. So yeah, he probably still is the same. But yeah, so pretty much what ends up happening after Thorfinn almost kills Askeladd in his sleep. Decides not to. He's like, I'm gonna do this honorably. He tries to fight him, but he's like fucking 5 years old, so he gets his ass whooped. Ridiculously gets his ass whooped. Well, not really ridiculously. He gets kicked in the chest and he's out for the count.
Nah, he gets kind of clowned out. I think both fights he gets kind of clowned out.
No, the second fight he gets clowned out. The first fight he just gets kicked in the chest once and that's it.
That's clowned out.
I mean, I guess. But anyway, he ends up picking himself up and becomes a kid in the forest for
the whole episode, pretty much.
Pretty much the whole episode. Probably like 3-4 days. And you kind of just see that.
I think it might be longer. No, I think it might be longer.
Okay. Well, either way, he was there he wasn't there for too long. Let's say max. He was there for a max week. But he's a kid in the forest, and pretty much he's going through and he's doing what a kid in the forest do. He's trying to learn how to scavenge for everything like that. He has his little pocket knife, and he determines that while he's there, using a longsword with his little ass is not the ideal way to go. So he decides to use his the little pocket knife his dad gave him. Well, not a pocket knife. It's like what do we call it? A dagger. That's what it's called.
Dagger. Yeah.
He uses the dagger that his dad gave him, and he decides to use that instead. And becomes pretty good with the dagger. Not the level he is at the end of episode 6, but he becomes good enough with it. Yeah. And then he re-challenges Askeladd to another fight, gets clowned again, this time more so because he gets kicked like a fucking shit ton.
Well, I think this is also because Askeladd kind of Askeladd, yes, what you call him, respects him, slightly respects him.
So right? He at the end of the episode, the second fight, he definitely does because that little throw bait he did. Yeah, he's like, oh shit, this dude he might be able to beat someone with that. He might,
and also knowing who his dad is, right? Like, I think he, I think I like the. There's also I liked the moment where he was in the forest with fuck, what was it?
Oh, that dog shit. I didn't like that.
Oh, bro, I wrote it down. No, I wrote that down too. I was like, yo, I hate dog whimpers. I hate dog whimpers, bro. I fucking hate Dog whimpers, bro.
Oh, no, we didn't have to see because we see him die, and I was like, I didn't have to see. Dude, come on, dude. I didn't have to see him die.
I was like, nah, dog, nah.
And whenever shit like that happens in like anime, I'm like, yo, the world is like really different in like a lot of places because like they eat dogs in some parts of the.
Oh yeah, some parts of the world, yeah.
So, it really throws me for a loop all the fucking time.
Oh yeah.
What happened?
No, I thought we were losing you for a second. Remind me, was that the power of the founding titan or Aaron? The power. So the power of the attack titan. Yeah, it's the attack titan.
I thought it was the founding titan.
The memories is the attack titan.
Oh,
it's attack titan. Yeah, attack titan allows you to. You can see previous memories and future memories. That shit's OP as fuck. That shit's OP as a bitch. And then combine that shit with the founding titan, bro, where you can make them think anything. That shit's fucking. It's out of here. It's out of this world, baby. It's out of this world, baby.
I already know how that series ends now. But yeah, so I'm pretty much gets his ass beat again, and then Thorfinn or Askeladd kind of respects him after this fight though, because he saw how much he trained, and he's like, all right, listen, man, straight up, I'm gonna be real with you. You gotta prove yourself on the battlefield, then you can challenge me to one more fight. So now Askeladd accepts Thorfinn on. Yeah, accepts Thorfinn on his like kind of on his crew, pretty much, for lack of better words. And he decides to pretty much just travel with him and get stronger. And I think that's the end of the episode. And you go into episode 6 with kind of being the beginning of his like, that's where the time skip. The time skip happens in episode 6 or episode 6, correct? Or is it in episode 5?
No, I think it's the end of episode 5 is where the time skip that's where we end up going through, because you see the progression of him learning to use both the short. That
nigga becomes raw as a bitch.
Yeah, bro, that was another one of my notes that I wrote down. It's like I really enjoyed.
That was dope, bro.
Where was it at?
That fight sequence. That shit was dope.
His whole montage of him learning how to like.
That whole montage right there is what picked me back up.
In episode 4?
Like I said, after watching Askeladd kick the fuck out of him for the second time, I was like, this is annoying. I don't want to keep watching this nigga get his ass beat. I get it. He's a kid. He's not going to win this fight. We know this. Watching that montage, I was like, oh shit, he might actually be something.
Yeah, no, it was fun, right? And it kind of made sense, right, of how, or it made sense of why he becomes. They do a really good job of laying the foundation of why he is like as strong as he is in like the next episode, and why he's like actually somewhat of a threat in like the next episode. Yeah, no, it was. I will say that is kind of where the episode starts to kind of like pick up and get going again and stuff like that. I was another one of my notes that I wrote down was the fucking kill cams in this show. Gotta be insane.
Crazy.
Kill cams gotta be insane, bro. There was the one. There's the one where he jumps on bro's front, stabs him in the front, and then stabs him in the back. Yeah. I was like, bro. I mean, I'm sorry. What?
Something we forgot to mention is you do see the his first kill ever before the montage.
Yeah, and that's
his first kill ever.
Yeah, and that's what kind of like sets him off.
That's an impactful moment. Yeah, that's an impactful
very
moment.
Very impactful moment. Because I mean, it was I feel like it was the moment where he realized that like this is something that he's gonna have to like do. If he wants to kill Askeladd, it's something he has to do.
He has that moment. Then he also has that moment again at the end of episode 6 with the old lady.
That scene is so sad, bro.
That scene is sad as a bitch.
That scene is so sad, bro. The whole thing is so sad, bro.
That shit is really disappointing.
That shit is so sad.
To get into episode 6, that shit pretty much pops off with you kind of see this nigga Askeladd still working more niggas, and then he ends up becoming he becomes like the scout pretty much for Askeladd or for Askeladd's team. Group. Yeah. They send him to an island to pretty much scout out the island and see what's going on there, because at this point you now realize that the Askeladd's group was hired by the Denmark.
Askeladd's group was hired by Denmark because
Denmark wants to take over. The king of Denmark wants to take over the English people. Correct.
The English want to take over where the Danes are, and the English attacked where the Danes were. So the Danes started sending more people over there to encroach and take in more area, take more land or whatever. And
so the Danes end up hiring Askeladd in them. Correct.
Yeah, the Danes end up hiring Askeladd in them and into fighting.
Yeah, so they pretty much get on the island, or they send Thorfinn out to that pretty much little secluded area to scout out what's going on.
Yep.
And while he's there, he meets a very nice old lady after being kind of like not fucked up, because he fights 2 more people when he gets down to the scouting area and he kills them all. But in the process, he kind of gets fucked up himself. He gets shot in the arm with an arrow. And this really nice old lady and her daughter stumble upon Thorfinn being knocked out. Being a nice old Christian loving lady, she takes Thorfinn in, heals him up, gives him food and all that stuff. and you kind of just see their whole interaction with him and the woman and the daughter. The daughter, is kind of freaked out because they end up finding out that Thorfinn actually might be a scout, but the woman, being a Christian woman, she still believes that like grown or not little people, fucking kids and women
and kids
don't actually need to be
yeah.
a part of. Yeah, they don't have a say in grown men squabbles. He has a say. The little kid does, actually, unfortunately. Because what ends up happening is, he ends up fulfilling his duty as a scout, and he shows escalating them where to pretty much go and take over the village. And this is
well, I think it's where I think what happens is I think he realizes what he has to do after the English dude comes up and is like, "Hey, have y'all seen a kid around here?" Mm-hmm. And the kid's about the same height as the boy that you have right there. I feel like
that nigga look awfully familiar.
Yeah, bro. He's the exact height of the guy that we're looking for.
That's the same color hair, ain't it?
I swear to God, that kid looked familiar, bro.
God.
I swear to God, that kid looked familiar. And then he rides off. And he just fucking rides off, right?
You know for a fact when he realized it was him earlier, he was like, God damn it.
Yep. And because he goes and he grabs a knife, and the lady's like, yo, chill, relax. You ain't gotta kill him, bro. You ain't gotta fucking murder him.
That shit was so sad. It's really sad because, she vouches for him, she feeds him, she brings back the health. But, Thorfinn being Thorfinn, and, he has to do what he has to do so he can kill Askeladd. He ends up setting off a fire that pretty much shows Askeladd and the men where to go, so that way they can take over this village.
They can raid the village.
Askeladd and them are just fucking, they're Vikings.
They're Vikings. They're gonna do what they
go in that village and they fuck shit up. Yeah. And while they're fucking shit up, you just see the old woman. It's kind of like the chasing. You know what I thought of?
What's that?
Like the song "Chasing Cars." When they were all running across, the woman just sitting, and the woman just standing there staring at him and everything like that. You see Thorfinn looking at this old ass woman. I don't know how to say old ass, but you see this
she old as fuck. She old as fuck.
She is, and she kind of just starts breaking down. And in this moment, you see Thorfinn have another realization where he's like, "Damn, dude, this is kind of who I have to be." And he also kind of gets a remembrance of his mom and his sister, more so his mom.
Well, she also breaks down because. He also breaks down because she sees she sees him kill the English dude, right?
The guy who was like,
and she understands because she has that moment where she's talking to her daughter and she's like, if he's fighting, there's a reason why he's fighting. If he's with the Danes, there's a reason why he's with the Danes. He's not with the Danes for no reason. And that's where that's where she has the conversation about like, children and women have no business in the place where, men should be or whatever.
Grown men squabbles.
Yeah, grown men squabbles or whatever. And she's like, but if he's with them for a reason. There's something must have happened. And I think, it was that in combination with her, remembering her son John, who died from, illness or whatever. That in combination with seeing him become who, it's another surrogate, or it's a surrogate son. For however short the period he was with them, it's a surrogate son,
half a day,
kind of going down this bad path. It's like, fuck, I've lost another child to some stuff that was completely out of my control. So it was very, very sad.
But yeah, so you see him look at her, and while they're looking at each other, the fucking Vikings are just going off on these villagers.
They're fucking going wild on the villagers.
The woman kind of just disappear as the passing cars is going on, everything, or chasing cars montage is going on, everything like that.
The song's happening.
And you see Thorfinn kind of like, the episode ends pretty much with Thorfinn like kind of just embracing that this is what the fuck he's about to have to do now. He's a Viking now.
Yeah.
And he takes a deep breath and he just runs off into the distance, and that's how the episode ends. But that got me really excited for like what's the fuck about to happen in those next couple of episodes. That end of the episode really picked me up because it was also really cool seeing him fuck up the goddamn English guy because he whooped his ass too.
Oh yeah, like it's really cool to see him. Like, it's gonna be fun watching him grow. Like that montage definitely wasn't enough to get him to where he needs to be to fight Askeladd, but it definitely was like it was good enough to where it's like he can hold his own in battle. Yeah, he can hold his own on the actual battlefield and everything like that.
Double dagger Thorfinn is like that. Yeah, for lack of better words.
100%.
He's like that.
110%.
Yeah, I've really enjoyed what I've watched thus far. Like you said, like we've been saying this entire time, Wit's doing a great job with animation. They continue to do so with the animation. I'm really excited for season 2 at this point, and I haven't even finished season 1. So yeah.
Tainted asked real quick in the chat. This is more related to Attack on Titan. He said, so when the world did the how in the world did the Attack Titans founding Titan not see all of that happening, or did they? And it was just the and this was just the best possible outcome. Best possible outcome. I think what it was is that the Attack Titan so like everything that's happened so far up to this point is all part of Aaron's plan. Like Aaron knows how the story is going to end. And so he's making sure that everything that he does is to make sure that the end that he wants is the end that comes. Yeah. Ends that come out.
So let me tell you. So is it possible when you get the Attack Titan, you can change, like not necessarily change memories, but like you kind of control your own destiny at that point? Is it one of those things?
So the Attack Titan, so you know how like
the previous Attack Titan should have seen, like Aaron's dad should have seen this happening, you know?
Well, they
like,
did. They did.
Why didn't he could have stopped it from happening? Is what was my point, you know? Why did he stop it from happening? I think is what.
Why didn't he stop it from happening?
Yeah.
Because Aaron has the ability to go back into the memories to.
Is there only Aaron though who can do that?
No, it's whoever, like the previous, whoever's the current owner.
Oh, you can go back into the memories and change shit.
Yes.
Is that what you're saying?
We saw that.
Oh.
We saw that when he went with.
We do see that when he tells his dad he a punk ass bitch if you don't kill nobody right now.
Yeah, when he goes with Zeke, when he goes back with Zeke and Grisha's like, I'm not gonna do
Zeke
it.
Was freaking the foot like, nigga, what? Could you imagine being in Zeke's shoes? Because you're 100% like, look at these memories. Because Zeke was like, hey man, let's go on a trip down memory lane. And Aaron is in the background like, all right, nigga.
All right, fine, whatever, bro. And what's funny about that is he told him a couple times, he's like, Zeke, let's not do this. Zeke, let's not do this.
Listen, bro, you gonna start something. You gonna see some shit you do not want to see, my boy.
Let's not do this. Let's not do this.
You don't want to see.
And then when Grisha started talking back to him, he was like, "Wait a second, whoa."
Did that nigga say my name? I'd be freaking the fuck out. I swear, if that was me, bro, I'd be freaking the fuck out. I'd be like, yo, what the fuck is going on?
So I think what it is. Aaron's will is just that strong. Like Aaron's will,
a bitch.
Aaron's will to like make things happen is that strong.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Back to the beginning, must have all thought this to be the best outcome. Yeah, that's also a possibility, Tainted. I mean, he said all the Attack Titans thought this was the best possible outcome in past years and everything like that. You know?
Yeah.
So.
Well, it's also possible that the previous Attack Titans didn't have access to
the memories,
their powers.
That's also a possibility,
because you got to think Aaron didn't have access to these powers until later on.
He did have to unlock them shits. You're right.
So it's possible. It is possible that they didn't have
like a
access
7-year lifespan when that shit's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you got to think back then. I mean, prior to Gresha and them getting it, all they were worried about was maintaining the line, maintaining the continuation of the Titans' powers, right? Of making sure that each power got passed down to generation to generation. And so they're not really worried about how things are going to happen. On top of that, you also had the king, who was able to force his will, impose his will, and wipe memories on everybody. So you had that as well. So if everybody is like. If everybody is on the same page that, hey, this is what we got to do, then this is what we're going to do. And it wasn't until Eldia fell that things are kind of like, oh shit, we got to fix this shit. And then that's when the stuff with, Aaron happens, the walls happen, all that kind of stuff and everything. Or the walls happen, then Aaron happens and, et cetera, et cetera. So, yeah, no.
Yeah.
There you go. No, that's been another episode of that's been our review for episodes 4 through 6 of Vinland Saga. Of course, we'll be back next week doing episodes 7 through 9. Definitely come back and hang out with us and listen to our reviews and reactions. Of course, you can watch along with us. This show Vinland Saga is available on Amazon Prime. Of course, if you have Amazon Prime, then you got Twitch Prime Gaming. Of course, they can get you a free sub to whatever channel you want to whatever you want to sub to, and get your ad-free viewing on all the channels that you subscribe to, all that kind of stuff, and et cetera, but most importantly, you can watch Vinland Saga. All right, and we're doing this all in preparation for season 2 coming out next year, so definitely come back and hang out with us. We're going to keep going until we finish the entire series. There's 24 episodes in total. We are on episodes 7 through 9, gonna be the next week's episodes. So I'm definitely excited to continue watching this and continue going. So it's been a really fun series so far. It's been
Oh yeah, I enjoyed it.
It's been really fun. It's really. I will say at the end of episode 6, I was really like, I want to watch this next episode. I kind of want to like just immediately jump into the next episode and kind of keep going.
There ain't no way. This big ass update from Fortnite. That shit still has 15 minutes left. It's 38 gigs.
Ooh,
holy shit. Game ain't even that good. That shit crazy.
Well, nah, Fortnite pretty good, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. No bill, bro. That shit kind of fucking, boy. But yeah, join us next time, guys. Right. Until next time, we'll catch y'all on the flippity flip, flippity flop. Of course, like, subscribe, share, comment, all that good stuff. Until next time.